Welcome to the United Nations News by the UVS, casting a bright light on the latest developments from the United Nations. Our headlines for today are the following. 1. The UN prevents catastrophic Red Sea oil spill. Joint initiatives protect economy and environment. 2. African countries urged to prioritize gender equality to empower women. 3. Jakarta residents rally against devastating air pollution. 4. Extreme heat in Florida Keys threatens an entire ecosystem. 5. UNFPA project in Rajasthan for gender sensitivity gets support from experts. 6. Youth leaders drive UNDP support for energy governance. 7. The UN helps farmers in Indonesia improve farming practices. 8. India cuts greenhouse emissions by a historic 33%. 9. By September, 17,000 children in Sudan will be starving to death every day. So let's begin. The UN prevents catastrophic Red Sea oil spill. Joint initiatives protect economy and environment. In a remarkable achievement, the UN stopped a large oil spill from ailing FSO safer ship off the coast of Yemen, averting a potential environmental catastrophe in the Red Sea. Due to its deteriorating condition, this vessel, which was abandoned in 2015, carrying more than 1 million barrels of crude oil, posed a serious threat. A multinational team of specialists in marine salvage, maritime law, insurance, and oil spill control was assembled by the UN under the direction of UNDP. The seamless removal of oil has prevented a major disaster, highlighting the significance of international cooperation in protecting the environment and the global economy. African countries urge to prioritize gender equality to empower women. To enable women to compete on an equal platform as their male counterparts, African countries have been urged to prioritize gender equality. According to a non-profit organization, this will improve the lives of women and have a positive impact on the region's GDP. According to Magda, president and co-founder of the Institute for Global Health and Development, focusing on women's health will increase their productivity and address maternal mortality. She stressed on the value of investment in health to make gender equality work, especially for women. Jakarta residents rally against devastating air pollution. Protesters in Jakarta, Indonesia, rallied against escalating air pollution, which has led to health issues and made the city the world's most polluted. Jakarta has consistently ranked among the top 10 polluted cities, often recording unhealthy PM2.5 levels that cause respiratory diseases. Recent data from Swiss company IQ Air highlighted the severity, prompting residents to associate health problems with the air quality. Activists and experts warn of the long-term health impact, particularly on vulnerable groups like the elderly, children, and pregnant women. President Joko Widodo has initiated measures such as encouraging hybrid work and creating green spaces to combat pollution. Extreme heat in Florida Keys threatens an entire ecosystem. A historic marine heatwave impacting Florida Keys sparks unprecedented coral bleaching within the Florida Keys National Marine Sanctuary. Sea temperatures 3.5 degrees Fahrenheit, warmer than usual, caused mass coral mortality, threatening the largest U.S. coral barrier reef. High temperatures driven by human activity also lead to oxygen-depleted dead zones, harming marine life. Scientists worry about the prolonged extreme ocean temperatures until October, causing potential erosion of vital coral reef habitats. Coral mortality impacts ecosystem services like food, tourism, and biodiversity. Experts remain uncertain about long-term effect as this uncharted heatwave persists. UNFPA project in Rajasthan for gender sensitivity gets support from experts. United Nations Population Fund (UNFPA) received support from experts to eliminate customs promoting patriarchy in Rajasthan, India, as part of its gender sensitivity project. As part of the 4-month project, gender equality will be promoted and public opinion will be shaped in order to end gender-based discrimination. Haridev Joshi University of Journalism, Jaipur, has signed an agreement with the UNFPA to build capacity among its students in issues related to gender norms, sexual violence, and human rights. A two-day workshop on gender sensitivity in Jaipur over the weekend was attended by 40 journalist students, emphasized on creating a more equal and just society. Youth leaders drive UNDP's support for energy governance. In the energy environment of the 21st century, energy governance is crucial, especially in tackling climate change and promoting sustainable development. Young people who are severely impacted by climate change have creative ideas and advanced digital abilities that can revitalize established mechanisms for making energy decisions. The International Youth Day highlighted the need to close the skills gap among young people in the green economy so that they can actively contribute to the transition. UNDP has enlisted young leaders to help define its energy governance, empowering young people to contribute to innovative energy solutions and develop inclusive, resilient, and sustainable energy policy. The UN helps farmers in Indonesia improve farming practices. With help from the UN Office for Project Services, farmers in the Indonesian province of West Kalimantan on the island of Borneo are adapting their farming methods to be more climate-friendly. For example, they have stopped burning the land. Since the launch of the program in 2019, risk of fire has dramatically reduced as villagers are being trained and infrastructure upgradation has taken place. Already things are getting better. A school building was saved from burning down, farmers are making 50% more money, and healthier peatland is cutting the amount of greenhouse gases that are released into the air. India cuts greenhouse emissions by a historic 33%. A rise in renewable energy generation and forest cover has helped India cut its greenhouse emissions by 33% between 2005 to 2019. A new report to be presented to the United Nations shows that a one-third drop in emissions means India is close to meeting the commitment by countries to the United Nations Convention on Climate Change to reduce emissions intensity by 45% from the 2005 to 2030. The progress made on emissions intensity reduction is expected to enable India avert pressure by developed nations to cease using coal for its energy needs. By September, 17,000 children in Sudan will be starving to death every day. By September, an estimated 1.5 million more children in Sudan will be hungry enough to be in a crisis situation. This is because violent war, displacement, sky-high food prices, and a likely bad harvest are still going on. By June, nearly 8 million people in the country, or 1 out of every 3 children, were going through IPC Phase 3 and above food shortages. This number is projected to go up to 9.5 million between July and September, or an average of 17,000 more children per day. This was Alexandra for the United Nations News by the UVS. Stay tuned for our next episode.